The information shared on the Self-Care with Gene Edelman podcast, including the Kitchen with Gene series, is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult your doctor or qualified healthcare professional before beginning any diet or nutrition plan to ensure it is appropriate for your individual health needs and circumstances.
Hi, I'm Gene Edelman. For decades, I've been a student of the healing arts: Reiki, traditional Chinese medicine, homeopathy, acupuncture, plant-based, and macrobiotic cooking. Join me on this journey and hear my thoughts of the week. Welcome back to the kitchen, where the simmering pot, the rhythm of the knife, and the quiet wisdom of the season reminds us to slow down. Today we step gently into the month of June, a threshold moment, not quite the blaze of a high summer, and not quite the softness of spring. June is a time of expansion, where nature continues to reach upward and bloom. As heat begins to settle into the bones of the earth, traditional Chinese medicine, this time belongs to the element of fire. Fire governs our heart, and its partner, our small intestine. It's not just the physical sense. The heart in this tradition is something far more poetic. It is the home of the Shen, the spirit. It's where joy lives, where clarity flickers, where connection either blooms or burns out. In June, we don't ask, what should I eat? We ask, how is my joy? Is it steady? Is it scattered? Is it overheated? Because too much heat, whether it's sun, stress, or diet, agitates our heart. You may notice restlessness, poor sleep, anxiety, even a racing mind that will not settle when the day is done. And the kitchen, as always, dear friends, offers us balance. In this season, we turn towards foods that are cooling, hydrating, and gently bitter. Now, bitter in Chinese medicine is not something we avoid. It's something to embrace. It clears heat, it drains excess fire, and it brings us back to center. It brings the body back into balance. And remember, this journey, this life, our lessons, it's all about finding balance. And if we can embrace some foods that can help us bring that balance, well, bring them on. So today I'm going to share 3 simple recipes that will carry us into the month of June. Now, remember when Dr. Lee suggested finding a new vegetable, taking a picture, and Googling a recipe? I found one for us. I think it's a good one. It's called bitter lemon. Now, if we're shopping for it, we want to look for a firm texture, a bright green color, and no soft spots or excessive yellowing. And we will usually find this bitter lemon in an Asian grocery store. Sometimes it's called bitter lemon, sometimes it's called a bitter gourd, or even a balsam pear. It may look a little intimidating at first, but once we slice into it, it just becomes another ingredient, one that teaches our palate something new. Its flavor is unapologetically bitter. Think of it like strong coffee or dark greens, but it's teaching us something new. Bitter melons are deeply cooling. They clear the heat from the body and support digestion. I'm going to offer a very simple way to prepare it, and we want to remember that the bitterness has purpose. It clears heat, it drains excess fire. Think of it not as harsh, but as honest. The result is something complex, cooling, and a dish that doesn't overwhelm, but instead it recalibrates us. It's humble, it's simply bitter, deeply balancing. The kind of dish that cools us from the inside out. The first dish is a bitter melon with garlic and black beans. Download it when you get a chance. The second dish is smashed cucumber with sesame and a bit of chili oil if you wish. But listen, cucumbers, they are the cooling in the most immediate way. Cucumbers clear heat, they hydrate the body, and they soothe our stomachs. June's quiet hero. It becomes more than salad. It's cooling, hydrating medicine for a warm, restless body. It's crisp, bright, and alive. So if you're having a really bad day, go pull together a nice cucumber salad or just slice it up and eat it. And it's going to cool you off, and it's going to help our restless mind and our restless body. The third recipe is green beans with garlic and ginger. Green beans support our digestion. They help us regulate our body's internal balance during these warmer months. And as we are here in June, think less about restriction and more about alignment. June's reminder is that this season, vegan cooking isn't about substitution. It's about listening to the heat, listening to our thirst, listening to our restlessness, and choosing foods with high water content. Quick cooking times. Remember last year we learned our water saute, our blanching, our quick simmering. Adding simple seasonings. You might even notice that maybe a little bit more raw or lightly cooked meals, less heavy meals, less oils. We want flavors in June that are bright, bitter, and clean. This is how we support our heart, not just with what we eat, but how gently we move through the season. Here are some questions we can ask ourselves. Are we eating in a way that cools and calms us? Are we giving our heart space to rest? Or are we constantly asking it to race? All small changes make a huge difference. A bitter green, a cooling salad, a meal eaten slowly without distraction. This is how we tend the fire, not by extinguishing it, but by keeping it steady. Because the goal isn't to dim our joy, it's to let it glow without burning us out. So tonight, maybe a slice of cucumber, maybe we try something new like the bitter melon. Maybe we pause and notice how we feel after we eat. Maybe we only eat half of what's on our plate. These are all small practices that we can try during the month of June. Next week on Self-Care with Jean, let's find our essential self in the midst of life's noise. Let's learn gentle ways to quiet our mind, return to our breath, and reconnect to what truly matters. Let us pause, soften, and come back to ourselves. Join me next week on Self-Care with Jean. The kitchen can be our solace. It can be our classroom. There's always something to learn in the kitchen. Every season has something to teach us. So, dear friends, eat simply, stay cool, and take care of your heart. Until next time, have a wonderful week.